Hi there, this is Giselle reporting for Defective Geeks. I'm here at LA Comic-Con with Stephanie Salyers and Dylan Mulick. Hello!
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to Comic-Con. And you guys are behind this really cool comic called Neverland, yeah?
Yeah, that's us.
That can be confirmed. Yeah, I'll
Yes.
confirm that.
Awesome. So guys, for those out there who don't know about it, what is Neverland?
Well, Neverland's a contemporary retelling of the Peter Pan story following Wendy Darling to her first day at Hollywood High. Her dad's a new district attorney of LA here to clean up the streets of a pixie dust epidemic, which Wendy becomes involved in when she dates this rock and roller named Peter, whose nemesis, James Hook, president of the Pirates Motorcycle Club, tattoo shop owner, is about to go to war over the pixie dust streets. Epidemic.
And then Peter is, of course, the lead singer of a band called the Lost Boys. So it's full circle. And Tinkerbell, Tiger Lily, they're all there. So.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with it, and I have to say, this is probably one of my favorite retellings of the Peter Pan story.
Thank
Perfect.
you.
Mine too.
Good, that's good. So, when did the idea of this come up?
Well, I would say that the idea sort of started matriculating for me pretty early on. I was always a big fan of Peter Pan and felt sort of like a kindred spirit in Wendy Darling. But then, 2-3 years ago, Dylan and I got together and we started developing this idea, and that's where then it turned into this sexy drug procedural and took on its whole other element, and yeah. That's when it all started, and we started working with 451 pretty early on and developed the story right along with them. So
Yeah, it was an original concept that they developed from just one paragraph to an outline of a number of issues.
So, of all the different Peter Pan retellings out there, what makes yours the awesome one? What separates it from all the other ones?
It's a film noir. It's the film noir version, and it's got influences from just David Lynch and the real Los Angeles that I've lived in for over a decade. So I think it's true to what's going on right now, in a very heightened criminal way, but it seems authentic to the experience that I've seen around me. It's my idealized version of what I wish my high school looked like.
Definitely.
And I would say it's all of that, and then also the female characters, because that's something you don't really see, I don't think, played up in a lot of the other versions of the Peter Pan story. And in J.M. Barrie's original, we just felt that Tinkerbell and Tiger Lily and Wendy, they're all described with so much charisma and these very cool aspects. And so we wanted to pull that out and really celebrate the female protagonists.
Absolutely, and I definitely noticed that aspect, the point that you guys both made, which is one of the reasons why I love it so much, the female characters and the way they're depicted. And I grew up in Southern California, so seeing that side of LA depicted, it's kind of why I love LA Confidential too. I watch it and I'm just
You usually don't see that type of Los Angeles on the screen. You see Beverly Hills.
Yeah, exactly.
You never see what's actually happening in downtown and then the surrounding areas, right? And LA is such a sprawling city. It's not like New York where you have Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Right.
Los Angeles encompasses a pretty large amount of land, And what I saw when I came here, I grew up in a small town back east. I didn't know anyone in the town next to me. But here in Los Angeles, all the kids that I was meeting from Long Beach, their friends and their crew were from Malibu, East LA, Echo Park, it's a melting pot in that way.
Yeah.
And I feel the characters in Neverland, you have Wendy who's from Brentwood, or living in Brentwood, Tiger Lily who's from Boyle Heights, Peter whose kind of origin is ambiguous, right? But you have all these people. Yeah, you have all these people coming together, in one spot, Neverland, but also their clique is from kind of representing all these different areas of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Which I found true when I moved here. It's you're not just friends with someone from your neighborhood.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's cool.
Tribal place.
Yeah, and it absolutely captures that. I think that's one of the reasons why I love it so much is just because it's it captures that unspoken element that a lot of people don't really pick up on about being in LA. So thank you for that, guys. Now for an important question, favorite character that is featured in your wonderful story?
Mine's easy. Chief Lily.
I love Hook. the worse he gets, the more I love him. I'm like, he's so bad.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, yes, you're a fan of, he's hot, too.
Yep.
Like, Layla really brought him to life.
Mm-hmm.
Layla Lee is our artist, in case people are tuning in for the first time.
But yeah, no, I mean, all the characters.
I like Hook because I think he's smart.
Okay.
And sensitive.
Yes. Yes. Getting younger and hotter all the time.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, but in all honesty, though, like, all the characters are fantastic. I love, like, Tiger Lily. Like, her adaptation is fantastic. But, sorry, not sorry. That hook, though. He's so hot. And actually, one of the things that I like about Hook, besides that he's, like, physically perfect, is that he is also more of, like a Tom Riddle or... like an Anakin Skywalker, so we're seeing like him right as he's his most evil, but he has some roots, and like we find out a little bit more about like why he's kind of twisted. It's really cool. Yeah. I'm sorry for making you uncomfortable right now with the Hook love. Okay.
Yeah. Actually, every time Hook wakes up, like flanked with two girls, that's usually like enter on Dylan Mulick writing. And then we go, and then we take it back and forth, and then by the time we read back over it, we're like, who wrote this? It's like, was it you? No, that was me. But yeah.
So where can we find you guys online, and then like where can people find all of this awesome stuff?
Well, in the LA area, we're at all the comic shops: Meltdown, Golden Apple,
Comic Bug,
our friends at the Comic Bug. Online, DylanRM at Twitter.
And I am at Metro Cherry, METROCHERRY, and that's my Instagram if you want to look at pictures of Neverland.
Our cat, too.
And our cat. And cats, we've got two. And then one kind of gets more of the attention. And it's the same for my Twitter, Instagram and Twitter, Metro Cherry.
That's awesome. Well, yeah, guys, thank you so much for talking to us about Neverland, and thank you for Neverland. It is like one of my favorite things to check up on right now.
Thank you.
Yeah,
that means a lot to us.
Yeah, well, guys, make sure to check out Neverland. Make sure to check these two out online, and yeah, check it out.